Watch the clip. Here's what the president actually said.
The way I think about it is, this is, a great country that had gotten a little soft, and we didn't have that same competitive edge that we needed over the last couple of decades. We need to get back on track.
Isn't this self-evidently true? And isn't this what conservatives have been saying for decades? The evidence on the topic is pretty clear. The United States is slipping by most measures of global competitiveness. In category after category, actual venture capital funding, research and development, America has dropped well behind countries like Japan, South Korea, and Sweden. The Information Technology and Innovation Foundation measures 39 countries on their efforts to improve competitiveness over the last decade. America comes in next to last. Perhaps the most crucial measure of our ability to compete in a global economy is our educational level, especially in science, math, and engineering. A generation ago, America had the highest percent of college graduates in the world. Today, we are 9th and falling. In 2004, only 6% of U.S. degrees were awarded in engineering, which is half the average for rich countries. In Japan, it's 20%. In Germany, it's 16%. The great scholar Daniel Bell once summed up the essence of the Protestant ethic that spawned industrial civilization in the West: delayed gratification, the ability to save and invest today for a better tomorrow. That's been at the heart of every society's leap from poverty to plenty. And America was a country marked by this ethic. Let me give you 3 examples. In the 1950s, household debt in America was just 34% of our disposable income. Today, it is 115% of disposable income. We're all maxed out on credit cards. Over the same period, investment in infrastructure and R&D spending are both down by a full % of GDP. Today, the federal government spends $4 on every adult over 65, compared with $1 for every child under 18. Every level of government now spends less money investing for the future and more fueling consumption for the present. Conservatives used to believe in confronting hard truths, not succumbing to comforting fairy tales. Some still do. In a bracing essay in the right-wing National Review, Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal and a politically active libertarian, describes quite well how America has, well, gone soft. He notes that the economy hasn't been performing well for decades, that median wages have been stagnating. He argues that the country's innovation culture has begun to decay, corroded by a widespread search for easy progress and quick fixes. In our hearts and minds, Thiel writes, we know that desperate optimism will not save us. That's what the feel-good mantras you hear so often these days sound like. Desperate optimism. For more on this, read my column in this week's Time magazine or at time.com, and let's get started.